Data analysts are in high demand, but how do you make your application stand out? Well, here are my top 5 data analyst job search tips today on Art+Science. Hey there, I'm Kevin Hartman, Associate Professor at the University of Notre Dame and founder of the Art+Science Analytics Institute, where our mission is to make you a better analyst. In today's video, I'll share my top 5 tips for job search success as a data analyst. This can be a long and unwieldy process, but if you follow these 5 steps, you will maximize your opportunity to land the job that you really want. I've had the good fortune of hiring hundreds of data analysts, so I'm excited to share the things that I've learned through that process. This is a big and broad topic, so we're going to hit the high points here, but look for future videos where we'll go into more detail. My first tip is to build a strong personal brand. Building your personal brand begins by identifying your key personal attributes, your strengths, your values, your passions, your abilities. This is essential because you are effectively marketing yourself as a product, and if you're marketing a product, you need to know what that product stands for. Think of those things that you stand for. One hack that you can do that makes this really easy is to look at job descriptions for the roles that you want. Pick out those key terms. Those are the things they're looking for. If those are authentically you, you can be those things. Present yourself as those things. Next, you'll want to maximize your brand's presence online, and you do this by utilizing key platforms like LinkedIn, personal websites, social media. LinkedIn is particularly critical since it's where all the employers are and where the jobs that you're going to find are going to be posted. Learn best practices for professional photos, effective summaries, and showcasing your work experience there. Follow online branding do's and don'ts, and ensure your profile is engaging and professional. Lastly, create a solid resume. Despite what you're going to hear that resumes don't matter, that's not really true. What is true is that you've got a number of other ways to build your brand, but still, you need to produce a resume. When you apply for a job, they're going to expect a resume. When you walk in for an interview, they're going to expect to see a resume. So make sure that you spend time creating a solid resume that does demonstrate those key attributes that you want to represent as your brand. By following this tip, you will build a strong personal brand that will help you stand out amongst other candidates. My second tip is to craft a killer portfolio. A portfolio is the best way that you have to demonstrate the skills that you possess. So you want to think about this very strategically. Begin by choosing a diverse range of products. Your portfolio should showcase a wide range of skills, all the way from data cleaning and exploratory data analysis through modeling and visualization. Emphasize projects or case studies that are rooted in real-world business challenges. This will show the perspective to employers that you can apply skills in practical situations. You'll find a number of case studies that you can use to build your portfolio on our blog at artscience.ai/blog. So check those out in the links in the description below. If you're new to the field, including relevant schoolwork is completely acceptable and can demonstrate your foundational knowledge and skill. You need to make sure that you are clearly communicating through this portfolio as well. When presenting your projects, clear communication is absolutely key. Use the SPAR approach: situation, problem, actions, results, to structure your narrative. This helps convey the context, your contributions, and the impact of your work effectively. And remember the principle of KISS. Keep it short and simple. This is the opposite of kill. Keep it long and lengthy. Place detailed code and any supporting visualizations in the appendix, and keep the main narrative as concise and engaging as possible. Finally, ensure your portfolio is polished and visually appealing. Utilize platforms like GitHub, personal websites, Tableau to showcase your work professionally. Well-organized and attractive portfolios reflect your attention to detail and your professionalism. So make sure that every detail is double-checked to avoid any errors. And bring in colleagues, family members, extra sets of eyes on those portfolios to ensure that you have checked them clearly and completely for errors. By following this tip, your portfolio will clearly demonstrate the skills that you have and make a very strong impression on employers. My third tip: network, network, network. You want your network to be as large and broad as possible. This is how you're going to source opportunities. Building that strong professional network is absolutely essential. To do so, attend industry events, conferences, meetups, connect with other professionals in the field, participate in online communities and data analytics forums where you can share insights and learn from others, join workshops and hackathons to showcase your skills, and meet employers and prospective colleagues. Make sure you are leveraging LinkedIn. It's the primary networking tool in business. Follow leaders in the data analytics space, join relevant groups, stay up on hashtags, connect with industry professionals, recruiters, alumni from your school, engage with their content authentically by commenting on posts and sharing valuable insights. Building meaningful relationships on LinkedIn can open doors to job opportunities and mentorships. And don't forget to leverage your current associations, even if they aren't data analytics specific. They might be connected to someone or have an opportunity that can be helpful, or they can just give you general advice. Networking is all about building relationships, so understand that it's going to take time. Commit a little bit each day to just building that network and making real, genuine, authentic connections. The larger you can build your network, the more opportunities you're going to find. So really concentrate on focusing on these networking strategies. My fourth tip is to run an efficient job search. As you start your job search process, you are going to be sifting through a great deal of information, so having a tracker is really crucial. Keep records of contacts, company research, applications, outcomes, follow-ups, all the information that's involved in a successful job search. Use a template that already exists. We've got a great one at Art+Science that you'll find linked in the description below. A well-organized tracker like that saves you time because you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but also it ensures that nothing falls through the crack because of its comprehensiveness. Really learn how to maximize the use of job platforms like Indeed, Glassdoor, LinkedIn Jobs. Set up alerts so that you know when relevant jobs have popped up. Dedicate consistent time each day to reviewing job postings, updating your tracker, and just being involved in those platforms. Being systematic and disciplined in your approach here will only increase the chances of you finding the right opportunities. And perhaps most importantly is applying to positions strategically, those that match your skill and experience level. Tailor your applications and resumes for each specific role and industry. Highlight relevant experience using keywords from their own job descriptions. Follow up on your applications to show interest and diligence. Learn from any rejections as well by seeking feedback and optimizing your approach. By following this tip, you will maximize your opportunities for landing the job that you want by running an efficient and an effective job search. Before we get to that fifth tip, take a moment and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like this video and forward it on to anyone who you think is interested in data analytics. We've got tons and tons of information to help you become a better analyst, and we want to share that with you each week. And my fifth tip is to over-prepare for your interviews. The most important tip that I can give any data analyst candidate is to over-prepare for your interviews. Start by thoroughly researching the company, understand their mission, values, products, the things that they stand for, the things that they do. You want to be familiar with recent news as well. This can be a great way for you to start small talk and just build momentum with your interviewer before you dive into the meat of the interview. Also, understand to the extent you can the interview process. What is going to be expected of you? What are they going to ask you? A great resource for you here is just the person that is coordinating the interview. You are completely in bounds by asking them, what kind of interview is this going to be? Do I need to prepare for a case study? Do I need to prepare to show my coding ability? Whatever that is, you just don't want to be surprised when it happens. So understand their approach going into the interview. Very importantly, get your stories down pat. Prepare them by using that SPAR method: situation, problem, action, results. It's the cleanest, clearest way to convey all the information that an interviewee wants to know in a very concise and logical way. Prepare for common interview questions. We've got a list of those common interview questions that you really need to be prepared for in the links below that you'll find in the description of this video. And walk into every interview with a plan. Say, these are the 3 or 4 key characteristics that I want to make sure I am demonstrating in this interview, and just naturally use the stories that pull those things out in your interview. Finally, prepare how you will showcase your projects when presenting your portfolios. Prepare a high-level walkthrough of each project, something like an elevator pitch, and then be prepared to go down into the details if and when that interviewer asks you to. Also, know exactly what each project says about you, the skills it showcases, the kind of characteristics that it demonstrates. In that way, you can use these very strategically during your interview. By following this tip, you will be well prepared for your interviews and walk in with the confidence that you are going to knock it out of the park. So those are my top 5 data analyst job search tips: building a strong personal brand, crafting a killer portfolio, networking, running an efficient job search, and over preparing for your interviews. If you take these tips to heart and apply the strategies that we've discussed in this video, you will maximize your opportunity to land that job that you really want as a data analyst. Thanks for watching. Take a moment to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and forward it on to anyone who you think is interested in data analytics. And hit that notification bell. Every single week, we are going to dive deep into some analytics-related topics to help you become a better analyst, and the notification bell will make sure that you never miss an update from us. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video.